It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Lock in. Lock in.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
319!
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go, come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And
his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
For the Bears last season, Charles, as they come out here, a 2-game improvement. But when you go from 3-13 to 5-11, not enough to save their coaching staff. So in comes 40-year-old Matt Nagy. He's the new head coach and seems to be bringing a new optimism with it.
Yeah, and you hate to put too much on the shoulders of not just a new head coach, but a second-year quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. But this is the city of broad shoulders, and I think that he has them, and he's looking forward to working with this new crew. And similar to teams that really elevated with coaching changes, the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams last year, I think that can happen here in Chicago as well because of the structure they'll put in place for this quarterback. Head coach who knows quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach. It will really work with this guy, and I think that this team has a chance to roll.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Packers making their way out. As we look back to last year, I don't know that anybody foresaw how things would play out. Heavy favorites in the NFC North, but the injury to Aaron Rodgers that cost him more than half the season, ultimately too much to overcome.
And when you think about how Green Bay has played over the last 10 years, there's been a lot of sameness to them, and that's been good. Continuity, offense, defense, coaching staff. But a lot of changes in the offseason for Green Bay, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You'll see a severe shakeup there. But the best thing for them, Aaron Rodgers, still in a Green Bay uniform. 16 games from Aaron Rodgers always makes Green Bay a contender for a Super Bowl crown.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
On 2nd down, here's Daniel. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Here's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say? Those guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys. No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
319. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Zone. 319. 319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers looking for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, where the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Launching one for Henderson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, 626. 319.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. On play action, now Rodgers. Going up top. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Packers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 11. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Daniel. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Daniel into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, Get ball.
319! 319!
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end Graham. Packer first down. The give is to Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's Daniel now on 2nd down. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
319, 319.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
319,
Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They pitch out to Howard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. Trucks over it, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Again, it's Jones. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This is taken at the 18. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
shotgun snap for Daniel. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Boo, Landy. Boo, Landy.
From the gun, here's Daniel. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniel. 20. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw, Daniel. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319! 319!
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Green Bay, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire...
I woke up and I'm feeling like